buddy Al.
He is?
He's dead.
Yes. I knew nothing good would happen to that old soak. But, Dad, thank you for letting... Where is his body?
Below Ragnar.
Right. I will take...
Drogue, time you learned to...
And you're the one to shut it, are you?
Gunfast. What news from the fields?
You hear Yora's still looking for volunteers to...
What's that to a hunter?
So you're responsible for all the ELEX technology in Golia?
No.
If you want to rest, you should find yourself a spot and relax. And if you are hungry, we can surely...
Thank you.
Welcome. I hope you have been shown kindness here. To foreigners, it may seem that we only live in a manner that is in accordance with them. But we have a place for any wanderers and lost souls who are ready to swear off their old life. So, wherever you came from, what's the point in us seeking to rebuild the... We need to build one world. I hope you can see that.
What is this build?
A rare relic of... If you want, go up to one of the higher balconies. You will get an idea how beautiful it must have been. It seems the people of the old world understood the value of that even back...
Why do you build these?
This place might be a good choice for defense, but it does... We all need to remember. You, me, all the...
How long have you been?
I was born here, and I can't...
What's so good?
As Eisenfaust said, of all the places and all the people in Magaland, the planet... And Eisenfaust wasn't exact. With respect for all his great feats, he was. We have organized our lives around the essential. You do not need everything you think you need.
I could get used.
Good. Good. You will find safety. Ragnar will help you find your place. He can sound severe, I know, but there are pressures on him.
Tell me about.
Ragnar the Fierce? Ragnar, son of Bajar? He is warlord of the Hooded Crows.
You're married?
Why would I marry someone whose expression is that of thunder over the mountains? That is when he is carrying the weight of his clan. Then he is a warlord. I married the man.
How did Ragnar become warlord?
Hard work, dedication, and popularity.
Tell me the real story.
Do you mean, is there a deep, dark secret? A tale of rivalry and assassination? No, I'm afraid it's a tale. He was named Berserker when he was a teen. Sir, he was seen defending the seedlings from mutants. When he was a child, Ragnar met Eisenfaust. And he is, just with more of a sense of humor. In their hour of need, the Berserker...
Is there something you need doing?
There are always things that need doing here, and helping out will gain you notice. Of course, for the highest ranks, we must all look to the... Ask in Goliath, and you'll find tasks to match your skills. But there is one thing, though I warn you, it could...
What sort of...
The regular. If you've come from beyond the walls, Our scouts reported that a few let's just say that despite the clerics came, but the weapons they left behind, lying, they could cause a great deal of damage. I want you to cope. You'll find him at the pit. He and the workers there make sure such technology...
I will find...
Thank you. The sooner... ELEX, mutants, technology...
Where should I look for these weapons?
The patrol reported that some animals chased the clerics. None of the clerics came up. Sadly, that means I am certain they were killed. If that's the case, then their weapons will still be there, in the ruins to the northwest. You can recognize them by the river that... Reach them and bring the weapons back to...
Why didn't your patrol...
There were too many... The clerics seem to have stirred them up and had half the mutants in the area. The area is quieter now, but Ragnar has had to assign the warriors from the patrol to other tasks.
Go play with your tech somewhere else. It's forbidden here.
have secured the weapons from the...
That is... Please take them to Yora and arrange for their...
Destroy everything that comes to you? Or... And...
I have some cleric weapons.
Now that is a find. Now to get the ELEX out of these things. First have to remove the cover from the hold.
Are you going to give me all the details?
No, your work is done. You mean give ELEX weapons to someone to see if they work? Someone like you? Good day to you. It's an interesting idea.
Why do you think you're...
You've seen the enemy. We are the Guardians of Magalan. It's our... Why does it matter how we win it? It's
And how do you want to...
in a fair fight, not with sword. If we've crossed the line and are prepared to kill a man, why question the way he was Sure, I can be in the tavern later. And I'll be fine.
Excuse me, do you know Stormson?
Yeah,
Do you know where he is now?
No, I don't.
He was supposed to meet me, but Oren said he'd left with two guys just before I got there.
Who did he leave?
Oren didn't say, which is, he was really evasive, and it's not as if he wouldn't know. Oren knows.
Could Stormson have left?
I'd have heard if there were more outsiders here. Everyone talks about incomers and
Then the men were berserkers.
but if they were from Goliath, then why didn't Oren say
Maybe he was told.
Angrim? He is the only one who could scare Oren into staying silent. Stormson must have been arrested.
If he's alive,
Would you speak to Angrim? He must know what...
okay.
Be careful. Angrim believes in the law more than he does in people. If he thinks the law's...
I can take care. Can you think why Angrim would have...
Stormson spoke out against the law. He thought we were losing the war.
Change what?
I don't know. He asked me to go with him to look for supplies. I assumed he meant medical.
Maybe. And maybe...
Welcome to the... Have you been sent... Or are you here in... Speak now.
You're healed.
Ah, well. You will find healers among us. Perhaps not Amric's best choice of name. We cure Magalan from the curse. And from that curse, we bring...
It sounds like...
Saving our world. The only work. This is the Mana Shrine, where ELEX is turned from... One day, all ELEX will come here, and until then, we must contend with the danger here. The power. Tell me, you've not said what you're doing. Something brought you here, didn't it?
I was an alb, but
Then you are an alb no more. It is without that poison, you are free to make your own choices. Now we will find out who you are. Please understand, whatever feelings are new to you, every person faces that same. It is the struggle Magellan. She is dosed with ELEX. She has it in her vein. But Magellan does not suffer from temptation. You must the power it offers. One sign of you giving in to the temptation of ELEX, and I will be.
so how do you transform ELEX?
Transmute. We transmute ELEX. We place the ELEX in the mana shrine. There is something in this mountain, the way the rock was changed by the comet. As the ELEX passes through, it is changed, purified into mana. If you bring anything that has been altered by ELEX,
What do you do?
as I have already explained, as Amric said, our hope from Mana Magellan, from wasteland, shall spring forest. So, the workers bring the ELEX to us. Well, that is supposed to be what happens.
How does
That we have yet to understand, though we do study it. Even now, Thorold the Pilgrim has withdrawn from ELEX to study. Those who cast magic will tell you that while the elves lose their emotions closing off,
Isn't
it is the power of mana that is it. You can see that in Goliath. We don't need mana like the elves have, and we use a lot less. Most of the mana puts our bodies and minds in harmony. The energy the elves use in magic is torn from the world. It damages.
You say people aren't?
Yes, the biggest problem we have. ELEX corrupts people. Last week, 5 large pieces of ELEX disappeared at the same time as Crow.
What could the...
I don't know, but ELEX is food only for machines. Feed it to a man, and it drives out his... I think Kral is... But thinking is... The searches for him and the ELEX have come up empty, and I have...
Maybe.
Well, that is... The guards tried Ragnar's stronghold. Kral spent a lot of time up there, sitting out. While the guards might have been there already, they aren't the best of investigators.
You're comfortable with an alb?
An alb is a man who has become a slave. It seems to me that you have free... That makes you a rare individual. Still, you are wise to be wary. There are those here who would kill you if they learn your background. But though it is not one of our written, it is central to our beliefs, and to me, that we should give all those who want it. If you are prepared to leave your past behind, you should be given a chance.
I want to leave my...
That is good. Now, Angrim or Ragnar will happily choose, but everyone else will look.
What do you...
Our mana is It is mana that allows us to do magic. The mana potions we make give us that. It makes our warriors stronger, more but it doesn't just make us strong. It also makes the world... World hearts are the center of everything we do. They are plants we enrich. They bring the soil back.
Will you trade me?
Gladly.
What goods?
Sure.
Take that tick to the pit. It should be disposed of.
Hey, watch it there! You think the armor in this place makes it? Well, you wouldn't be the only one, but let me tell you, it's not true. My damned hard work.
What's so good about the armor?
Quality, skill, and as you go up through the ranks, you're eligible. As a cultivator, you'll be confronted with different challenges. So for cultivator armor, I make sure to give you the freedom of movement. But a warrior's armor must be robust.
Can I get some?
I am only authorized to hand out equipment. A cultivator isn't allowed to wear the armor of a paladin. So, if you want a set of it,
I'd like to...
pick your armor, choose your weapon.
He had entered the Valley of the Damned when we last heard. He was going to find shelter, then carry out reconnaissance. I'd start your search at the huts the exiles have built out in the forest.
What do you think about the...
What are we supposed to think? They're steeped in blood, and the clerics speak of God, but they worship their... and never forget that their blessed religion, ELEX, corrupts all it touches. Whatever you think of the outlaws, they make no excuses for their behavior. They are out for themselves, but...
Can't you...
Technology is an addiction. First 1 minute, it's persuading the weak-minded of that. We might know technology is a weakness, but its draw is pulling in recruits. Even now, I know there is someone here in Goliath spreading the lie of the machine. They are preaching that technology will be... This damned cleric must...
About the... I can find...
You can... What makes you think...
If he's looking for converts, a new face is an obvious target.
There's truth in that. Sometimes a fresh face can work when the... Very well then. But watch your step. The polished promises of these clerics have seen many a man, and such is the lure of machines, that I've... If you can't find him before midnight, then I would suggest you go to the pit around then. Let's see if this rat comes...
What do you know about...
Stormson.
He was taken from the tavern. Orin refuses to...
And what business is Storm...
Do you know what happened?
He was arrested, questioned. There was no doubting his guilt. He had spoken his thoughts quite freely, and admitted that he was...
What crime?
He had fallen under the... He had the deluded idea that we should give up
Why not use...
Give up studying magic to fight an arms race we can't win? Commit ourselves to the use of pure ELEX? The Pilgrim has committed us to finding a way to win this war with magic. To spread the...
You had Storm...
You think our laws are that... He had only spoken against our ways.
So...
The law is clear. Stormson knew that, and he made his choice. He has been exiled, a lenient sentence, to send him back to the place. Heed the laws.
This is the end for you. So, you wanna fight?
These berserkers were killed with energy weapons. This looks like the work of clerics. Stormson is...
You've seen him? One of the men who were escorting...
They're dead.
I show mercy and good men. So be it. Now his crime is more than words, and his sentence becomes the harsher. Let his death pay for the...
He's as good at...
Tread carefully. Stormson knows and the men he killed may justice give you the strength for this task. Heed the law.
That tech's gonna get you in trouble. Put it away or dispose of it.
See you later.
If someone hears that.
Stormson escaped the guard.
Then he is safe. For now. Please, if you hear of him, if you see him out there, warn him that he might not be able to return to Goliath. But please, tell him he will always...
Do you know where he might have...
If Angrim has search parties out, Stormson might have gone to the clerics. He was always fascinated by...
Fucking elves. They'll cost all of us. I don't have the shard, so that's not gonna happen.
Heed the laws. That's all we ask.
What are you doing with that damn technology?
Another damned outsider. We ought to lock you up until we can...
I'm here.
Escaping them? Or spying for them? You, the clerics, gave us the Alps. The Alps come here building their... They foul, kill. The only thing stopping these bastards, killing every...
Sounds like you really...
They won't stop it. It's always us berserkers who are 10 hooded crows on the last patrol alone. Now, I'm asked to make up my ranks with...
Why do you...
They take so much ELEX. They're like machines. How messed up must you be to decide to do that? And how do they get the ELEX they're sold? They tear it from the ground. They take plants and every alb.
So you don't...
Our founding fathers knew well that they taught us we cannot give in to the temptation that and they did well. In the end, no one who has seen a mutant.
It almost...
A fully trained alb commander, even an Elexitor. They may be powerful, but true power. Have you got them?
What if I did, and I took ELEX?
Then you would be just another henchman. Is that what you want? To destroy Magellan? A strong sword. Our very... They will...
You want to...
I want to exterminate them. And every man... What about you?
Tell me the...
The Albs have been scouting ruins to the... It could be they're searching for resources. But it could be, or looking for somewhere to set up a base they can use to launch an attack on. Whatever they're doing, those Albs have had a free run of things for too long.
Where are these?
To the west. The Albs have been spotted in some abandoned... It could be they've made those ruins their base, and are sending out... But we've had reports of Albs on the roads around there, and...
Teach me.
Yes.
Stay alert out there.
What goods have you got?
Understood.
steal anything here.
I'm coming!
The seedling fields.
Rot boars. It speaks well that you acted without needing... I should have listened to Or... He told me he suspected something was... I assume Oric is doing well.
It seems so.
Good. Your help is appreciated. Thank you for standing with us.
What exactly?
Caring for these seedlings. With care and luck, one of them might grow to maturity. Of all the ones we grow, but those few are everything. Those few will save Magalan.
How are the seedlings?
But it will take time to train Oric's replacement and give them the care. And, in the meantime, I've had to put all the cultivators to work to repair the damage the rot boars did. And that's left me short of people to gather the healing roots our healers...
You need someone to harvest the healing?
Yes. To harvest them and bring them back here. Any pair of hands willing to... Please, we need those healing roots.
I will harvest...
Good. Good. I would be... If you can make sure you pick the mature... Those are the only ones with healing...
Where can I...
They grow in small clusters around the lake above Goliath. They can be easy to overlook, so you may need to search for them.
All right.
Good.
Teach me.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You're breaking the law with that.
technology.
Take it to the pit.
I harvested the healing roots.
Thank you. I will make sure Ragnar knows of your good work. You see, these fields do grow more than plants.
Teach me something.
Yeah, will do.
What goods have you got?
Understood. What are you doing with that damn technology?
What goods have you got?
Understood.
Weapon down, got it? So you aren't that stupid after all.
Don't think you can steal anything here. If you steal, you die. Don't think you can steal anything here.
What? Who's there?
Stop messing around with that thing.
Go play with your tech somewhere else. It's forbidden here.
Good evening. Are you out for a walk too?
It's the best time to break into the pit.
You think someone wants to do that?
Drop the act. I know you're here for the...
What? Why would I want that?
You're a
I'd be risking my life if I was. Doubly so if I tried to steal.
The Berserkers know there's a cleric in Goliad.
And if the warlords did know there was a cleric, they'd have acted, but obviously the Berserkers can't prove. If, of course, there really... And if there is, and you knew, would you be willing to help that cleric?
Any cleric preaching in Goliad is breaking the law.
You won't take my life easily. Fuck you!
damn technology.
Who's prowling around out there?
Get the hell out of here.
It's about time.
There's nothing. Do not do that again.
What are you doing here? Hey, what are you doing? Are you looking for something?
About the cleric. The cleric who was preaching here.
Bertram. It will be hard for people to believe it.
There's no doubt. It was him.
Your actions shall be rewarded. Heed the laws.